Hey folks, it's Derek Eaves with Small Town Hunting Properties and Real Estate, and I am in Jasper County, Mississippi. As you can see there, got a little transmission line through this property, but this property is going to be about 127 surveyed acres. So stay in tune for this one. We're going to have a little ride around and get pictures and all that good stuff. So stay tuned. All right, so there's the gated entrance to this property. And there is a transmission line here, and that's actually Interstate 59 over there, right in that area. And then got a nice little stand right there that stays with the property. And you have a clover plot and a brassica plot that the deer are absolutely smashing. So hang tight, I'm gonna take you over here to a little trail that leads up to this. Folks, I want to tell you a little something about the this actual stand right here. And I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not on the video. But yeah, you can see it right there. So you see that thing that's moving? That is actually a tag. And the seller put it in there because he had his, I think he said his cousin maybe had told him about a little trick of putting something in the opening of your stand. That way it moves and the deer get used to it. So whenever you're in there with your kids or family or something, or maybe even yourself, and you move a little bit, they won't think nothing of it because the old tag trick got them. All right, back to the trail off of the clover plot. I want you to look at all these tracks in here. Both sides of this road is just beat down with deer tracks. Pretty impressive. Target rich environment over here. We're back here on the second green field on the west side of the property. But a little trick for the landowner here is the stand, the green field. I'm gonna do a little video of that here in just a second too. But you can hear it's on this property borders Interstate 59 around Pachuta. But so he has this little fence crosser right here on the fence. And what he does, if he wants to access this property for a little late afternoon hunt, he'll pull off the interstate and there's a little lane, you may or may not be able to see it, that kind of runs through there. Pulls his truck right up in there and can come over the fence and be in a stand in 5 minutes. And I don't know if you can see the trees and stuff, but there's several rubs right here. Those deer are not afraid of the interstate. I mean, how many times have you been riding on the interstate and there's been deer on the side of the road all the time? So a lot of the trails actually come from the interstate where they're bedding at. So don't let the I-59 scare you from a place. They are used to it. So here's let me turn the camera around, hang on just a second. All right, so I'm walking out from where the lane is. Here's a stand, and again with the license plate. We'll set up there. Stands do stay with the property. So here's the green field. About an 1.5 acre green field. Got wheat and oats in it. Said he missed a big deer right there about, I think it was last year, he said. So nice little green plot here, food plot. And also, just real quick, let me get over here. Those deer have been hungry, eating a lot. But the seller has planted some, I think he said Nuttall, there's some red oak, there's some sawtooth oaks, and some pear trees planted along the edge of this field right here. So if you can see all that, it's a pretty neat little added feature right there, because in no time those things are going to be growing just more food for the deer. This is a nice food plot. Again, it's a pine plantation on the property. Just a really neat place here. Very convenient. Utilities are available at the gate. There's a place for water, probably about 80 yards from the gate, and EMEPA runs right through the center of this property. So stay tuned, more to come. All right, folks, we're on green field number 3, food plot. Nice little stand right here, 5 by 5. And the same thing with the food plot that we just looked at, I just showed you. Along the edge of all of this right here is going to be Nuttall, red oak, sawtooth, pear. Pretty slick. I mean, they're young, but they're gonna be nice one day. So nice big food plot here. So we'll turn the camera around and show that to you. The honey hole. Probably about an acre and a half. Yeah. Perfect. The deer have been hungry. Nice food plot. Stay tuned. All right, folks. This is just the looking back to the north view of the shooting house in the green field. So had a feeder right there. Had panels on it for if kind of keep the hogs out. And actually said it didn't really have a whole lot of hogs, because if you have panels where they can't get to the feed, then they normally go to somewhere that doesn't have them. So, but if you want some hogs, you put some feed out, they'll come, I'm sure. All right, on to the next spot. All right, folks, we are at getting close to the southern border of the property, and you have the Castifa Creek that runs through it. You have your own little waterfall certain times of the year. If you wanted to get a mulcher or something and mulch along the edge of these creeks, you probably open up some good stuff. You know, those deer like to mosey along the edge of those creeks. But sandy soil here, and this creek is sandy bottom as well. Actually, from an old church, they got the brick and stuff, foundation that was broken up, and actually used it for a crossing right here. So how cool is that? We're still in Jasper County, folks. Hang tight. All right, folks, we're on the southeast corner of the property, and little honey hole back here with the water oaks, white oaks, big pine trees back here. The lane is on the east side of the property, goes from here all the way to the gate. So that's very handy. Of course, there's not a place to cross the creek right there. You have to go over where you saw the creek at a while ago. So I'll shoot you some videos here. So hang tight. All right, here's a little bit of a better view of the southeast portion of this property. Got a little pocket back here. I'm gonna say, if you know, 2 or 3 acres maybe of some hardwoods and stuff scattered along the property lines there as well. Big trees, big oaks, good for the good old acorns. So there are a lot of pine trees, but you got a great little spot to bow hunt early season as well. So keep that in mind. All right, we are now on the southwest, not the southwest, but kind of right below the creek, obviously. So the creek runs right through here, have all this good old cane and bedding. Of course, there's plenty of bedding on this property with the pines, but You know, this stuff right here is, you know, it's a big buck off in here somewhere. So we're just south of the creek, doing a little looking around. Actually, there's actually a little duck hole up here. Trying to get them briars off of me. I don't think I'm on the trail I need to be on, but I'll go this way. There we go. So this is a hidden gem. You're gonna have to call me to show it to see this thing. Oh! Slow down. I think every video I just about fall, so try to keep the video quality good and not fall at the same time. So here's your little wood duck hole, a little added benefit of this property. Don't think there will be many mallards in here, but the seller said that while he was hunting, he did hear some mallards over here this year. Pretty good little slough. Be a pretty good spot to bow hunt as well. There's a white oak there, ain't it? All right, hang tight. We're not done yet. Jasper County, stay tuned. All right, folks, if you want to know where a good place to hunt on this property is, I just showed you the little backwater little pond there. Water coming in from different areas to it. And the creek's right down that away. Check this out. Ooh-wee. Oh, big boy got in here and got a little mad at him. Oh, got a little mad at it, tore it up. You can probably hear the traffic from the I-59. Obviously, it don't bother these deer a bit. There's some more. Well, they got all these trees in here beat up. Nice little trail coming right up through there. And if you don't think these deer aren't bedding right up next to the interstate, you lost your mind. They sure do. I like that right there. That's a nice big one. Ow! Thorns keep getting me. Hang tight, folks. We digging in today. All right, folks, we have made it to the southeast line corner. We went through a little thicket there with the water, as you saw. But this is a nice little ridge that goes up, elevates up that way. And the line is just like right over there close to the pines. But the sellers call this Buck Hill. I can see why. A lot of white oak, red oak, some persimmons in here. Very, very pretty spot here in Jasper County. So I think we have one more spot to go check out, so stay tuned. I'll get some more pictures of this lane as we go out, but pretty easy to travel around. It's got good lanes, a good road system throughout for side-by-side, ATV, whatever kind. Maybe not for a truck all the way in here, but definitely easily accessible. So stay tuned. We got one more spot and we'll come back to you. We have made it to the Turkey Foot field. Creek's back that away. Not too awful far. You can see the line of trees in the distance there. So this is the Turkey Foot plots. So he made a platform and put a ground blind on it. And if he likes the spot, he'll then putting a regular stand up right there. And you can see Another part of the turkey foot there. So ooh, I think I'm gonna have to sneeze. But pretty good little blind there. Definitely fishing have to sneeze. Well, y'all hang tight. We think this is the last spot that we need to get to check out. And we're gonna trek on out of here and we'll sign off.